This is Unit 7, targets 3 and 4, number 30 on the homework, page 25. This is find the distance between the 2 points. T is 13, 1.6, and V is 5.4, 3.7. Because of the decimals, using a graph and drawing a right triangle and counting and coming up with the Pythagorean theorem is not going to be a good strategy. Instead, we're just going to plug into the distance formula. Distance is equal to the square root of the difference in the x's, so x2 minus x1 squared, plus the difference in the y's, y2 minus y1 squared. And you can see how that relates to the Pythagorean theorem by watching any of the previous videos for the first few homework problems, or by watching the target videos. So in this problem, the distance is equal to the square root of, I'll take my x values, I'm just going to choose the first two, 13 minus 5.4 squared. And I could have chosen to do 5.4 minus 13. Because I'm squaring it at the end of the problem, it's not going to make a difference as long as I'm consistent. So I started with t and then v, which means that when I do the y values, I also have to start with t and then v. So 1.6 minus 3.7 squared. So now I have distance equals the square root of 13 minus 5.4 is 7.6. So 7.6 squared. And then 1.6 minus 3.7 is negative 2.1. I always write my negative sign inside a parentheses so that if I'm using my calculator, I can work that out. So 7.6 squared plus inside of parentheses negative 2.1 and then squared gives me 62.17. We're not going to try to simplify decimals underneath the radical, so we're just going to get an approximate answer here. Square root of 62.17 in my calculator gives me 7.884795, and then it keeps going. So we're going to say 7.885 units as my distance. So distance is approximately, this funny symbol means approximately, instead of exactly, 7.885 units.